Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dr. Velma Talks Dating, Relationships, and Marriage. It's a conversation with me, a media personality, podcast host of Dr. Velma Talks, and Finding Your Voice, as well as a co host of Words I Choose to Live By, which is returning in August. I'm a best selling Christian author, certified dating and relationship coach, ordained minister, speaker, and a woman who's blessed to have been married 50 plus years. So today is part two of our season to discuss some of the challenges some of the female characters and male characters had in the Catch series. Again, we're going to be taking a story from book one, The Catch No One Wants. And this personality, her name is Shanta, and she is the person or character who dated the salmon, the man who does not like commitment. So, what is it about women who knows going into the relationship that that man is not interested, makes it very clear he's not interested in a commitment at all. So he fights commitment, which is what the salmon fish does. Fishermen hate catching the salmon. They're strong and they will fly up out of the water trying to knock that hook out of its mouth. They hate commitment and makes it very clear. So we're going to do what we've done before, another SWOT analysis. So I hope that you enjoyed the first episode. And look, if you know someone who's struggling in this area and it sounds familiar with someone that you know who's going through something similar, make sure you share this with them so they too can determine why they keep making these wrong choices. So let me read one of the cards about the salmon. He does not want to get caught or commit. Yes, he looks the part on the surface. A regular in church, evidence, this is the character in the book. He's a regular in church. There's evidence that he loves worship. He's well financed. His family is well financed, always dresses immaculately and very friendly. The female character in our story uses her friends to finagle the crowd in order for her to get next to this guy to introduce herself to him. So the two eventually meet alone in the elevator at the church. After talking in the elevator during their ride, they shared phone numbers with each other and decided to talk by phone. And they did for a few weeks after that meeting in the elevator. In time, she sensed something was off about him, and her friends agreed. Because remember, he looks the part, but he's not interested in commitment. And her friends, who was her wise counsel, we talked about making sure you have a wise counsel, a group of people who are seasoned and understand commitments and can help you in vetting the person you may be interested in. And so her group was was really right on point as they encouraged her to step away from this situation to get out of it. And later they discovered the mystery of his choice to remain single, and it shocked them to learn what that was. Now not gonna release that or reveal that. You have to read the story because it's an eye opener. So let's do our SWOT analysis. This is the woman who dates men like the salmon. Very clear they're not interested in committing. They do not want to marry you. It doesn't matter if you even try to have kids with them, they will not commit. It also means that you're not going to be the only one. So you got to be ready to accept these choices. But why do women fall for this kind of guy? So let's look at the SWOT. Remember, the SWOT stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So let's find out what it says. Here's the strengths. So here's the strengths about this woman. She's adventurous and spontaneous, but you can't just throw yourself around willy nilly. That's not what God has called us to do. We have to be very careful. We are valuable. We are to be his when he discovers his wife, he finds a good thing. He finds she is the crowning achievement of his life. She's his crown, and so therefore you have to value yourself at that level. Unfortunately, like the episode one, the woman in that episode as well as this one, these are women who do not value themselves like in the way that they should, because if they did, they would choose better. But let's look at what this says. She's okay. Her strengths, she's adventurous, spontaneous, realistic about the relationship dynamics. So she understands what it means. She knows he's not going to commit and not seeking a long term relationship. Self awareness about her preferences. She's clear about this and what kind of relationship she still finds fulfilling. So this she sees this as a challenge. She sees it as interesting, flexibility, able to adapt in the relationship. So I'm not sure if these will really be considered strengths, but these are considered strengths about her decision. Is it a strength about a woman, a believer who wants to find marriage? No, no, not at all. So we're just doing an analysis on this lady, women like her. So here are the weaknesses: repeated heartbreak and disappointments. She's kind of have it constantly. He's made it clear he's not committing to her. So she's going to be consistently facing unfulfilled expectations. Why would she have expectations for a guy who makes it very clear he's not interested in committing? Then there's the potential for emotional insecurity. Constantly dating non committal partners might lead to feelings of instability. She might have that already, which is why she chooses these kind of things. Self doubt, doesn't believe in herself, doesn't believe in the ability to find someone. That's pretty sad. And then avoidance of deeper commitment, so connections. So that means that she already knows she can't find it, so she makes a decision that let me just accept what I can do. That's not okay. That still devalues who you are. That still minimizes your worth, and you deserve better. These women don't feel they deserve better, so they just accept it. And so the other weakness is the risk of low self esteem. Well, it's obvious she has low self esteem, poor self worth. She doesn't see her value. All of those things are there. She doesn't feel worthy. So there's the feeling of unworthiness. And all this type of guy is going to do is continue to affirm those negative things that she's feeling about herself. What are the opportunities? Exploring what she really wants in relationships, whether she values commitment or enjoys variety. Well, if you enjoy variety, you're not looking for marriage. You're just playing around. So that's not the group I'm talking to. I'm talking to those who truly wants to find the mate that God has for you. So this is a part of your own self-assessment that the character Pastor Greyson talks about in the Catch series. He tells the women as well as the men, conduct your own SWOT analysis of who you are so you can determine these same elements. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And look for those opportunities for you to correct and change those weaknesses. What are the threats? What's dangerous about your approach? And so here's the opportunity for personal growth, for developing better clarity. It's also about meeting new people, exploring who you choose to connect with, as well as therapy or coaching to get to those underlying belief systems that's wrong. The belief that you don't deserve it, the belief that you think that's all you can have, the belief that you don't deserve, doesn't need to set the bar higher. Those are beliefs about love that's not where you should be. It's not healthy. And so your level of commitment and even your self worth and value are below standard. So you must get some help there. God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ever ask or think. So we always have access to help and wisdom. Then there's the threats. Emotional exhaustion, repeated cycles of dating an uncommittal partner will lead to fatigue, especially if you think you're looking for something better or hoping for something to change. It won't. It won't change. It won't improve. Missed opportunities, which means you miss an opportunity to meet a real person, a guy that will really cherish and appreciate who you are and value who you are. And then again, repeated disappointments, difficulty trusting and opening up. That's going to happen over time. It's going to affect your ability to truly meet Mr. Right, meet the one that's right for you. I didn't say Mr. Perfect, the one that is right for you. And so therefore you miss out. So we can see in this person, it says that her strengths are the fact that she's adaptable, she's self aware, she knows what she's doing. Her weaknesses are she's going to have constant heartbreak, emotional insecurity, and it's going to hinder her long-term happiness. She's never going to have it with someone like that, and won't expect it. And that's the sad part. Opportunities involve self-exploration. She has to look at and examine these issues that we talked about and re-examine her goals and how she's going to get there. And the threats, the emotional exhaustion. So I just want you to know that all of these things points to a poor belief system, self-love is low, commitment, self-worth, her value, all set below the standard. And then there's possibilities of some codependency issues because her view of love is not healthy. She doesn't understand the true definition of love. So I hope these things help you. So I just want to review why the SWOT analysis is important. So when we do the SWOT regarding what type of relationships we've been experiencing or having, and why we repeat the same problems over and over, remember that the strengths, those are going to identify your positive qualities. Your weaknesses, those are going to identify the factors that's in need of improvement. Your vulnerabilities, it's going to help you change the issues that it identifies. The opportunities, that's where you're going to need to improve. It's going to identify the things you need to do better. And finally, the threats, it's the problems. It's going to show you and identify the problems and the risks, the negative things about your choices and why you need to change. I hope this helps you today. And again, when you read the books, they're fictional stories, however, they're relatable to what's happening today. I've seen it over and over. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying these SWOT analysis. I am, because it's really shedding light on the stories and the characters. So post your comments, your questions. Feel free to ask about the topics we're covering. I hope that these resonate with you and that you can see why it's important to do this on your own. You can also use Chat GPT. Ask it, tell it what are the problems you're having, and tell it, ask it to do a SWOT analysis on you. If you're listening by audio, you can send your comments to my email, Adonai Publishing, ADONI Publishing at gmail.com. Let me know how you enjoyed it and in your message. And for those listening, also you can connect with me and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Velma Bagby. Please set the reminder on the YouTube channel. It will remind you of my upcoming episodes. And thank you for your time today. I hope you enjoyed this particular episode. I did. It was interesting. Take care.